Hi. Today we are going to talk to you about how to get rid of laziness and procrastination, how to get rid of bad habits and addictions such as social media, fast food, video games, alcohol, and many others. It's not just a topic, it's a challenge that we can accept if we act consciously and truly want to change. So what do we do when we feel stuck? Our willpower is lacking, and our habits are getting in the way of moving forward. In this video, we will draw on the wisdom of the Stoics, philosophers who have argued for centuries about learning how to manage ourselves and our desires. Stoicism teaches us how to live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. It is a doctrine of curbing one's passions and striving for inner freedom. Although the Stoics lived a long time ago, their ideas are relevant to us today. We can take their teachings and apply them to our struggle with habits and addictions. In this video, I will tell you how to break bad habits using the philosophy of Stoicism. Let's get started. Part 1. Understanding the root of the problem. What are procrastination and addictions? To get rid of something, you must first understand what it is. Procrastination and addiction are not just a lack of willpower or weakness. They are symptoms of deeper underlying problems. Procrastination often occurs when we don't see the point of what we should be doing, or when we are afraid of failing at something. We put things off because we can't deal with our own excitement or anxiety. Stoics would say that our perception of the problem is already half the solution. We often let our emotions control us without noticing that we are creating the difficulty ourselves. Epictetus taught that we must separate things into those that are within our control and those that are not. If we realize that we can't control everything that happens in our lives, we can learn to control our attitude toward those things. Addiction is another form of avoidance based on escaping reality. Whether it's alcohol, social media, or fast food, it's all a way to escape from uncomfortable thoughts and emotions. The Stoics taught that one should not seek solace in things that are fleeting and not truly satisfying. True freedom lies in the ability to live without attachment. Part 2. The importance of self-control. How the Stoics taught self-control. In the fight against laziness and addictions, self-control is important. The Stoics believed that human beings are capable of controlling their impulses and desires. The task of a person is not to suppress his feelings, but to learn to act independently of them. Seneca said that happiness does not come from the outside, it is within us. And it is important to remember this at times when temptation takes over. Self-control isn't just about willpower. It's about realizing that we choose how we react to a situation. If we allow ourselves to be easily distracted by social media or pick up our phone again, we can't say that we are truly in control of our lives. Stoics teach us to recognize our weaknesses and work with them. One way is by making conscious decisions. When you choose what you want to do, it becomes your conscious choice, not a reaction to an external stimulus. Analyze your habits. Keep track of what drives you. Stoics advise doing daily reflection. Set aside time each day to analyze what you did, what worked, and what didn't. This will help you notice when your habits start to take over. Part 3. Applying the principles of Stoicism to overcoming addictions. So how do you apply Stoicism to overcome addictions? First and foremost, you need to start by realizing that your addictions don't define you. It is what you struggle with, but it is not who you are. The Stoics taught that our true essence is not what we do, but how we feel about what happens to us. So the first step is awareness. Admit to yourself that you are addicted, and start realizing how often you resort to these habits. Part 4. How to deal with moments of weakness, resilience in difficult moments. Weakness is part of human nature, and it's bound to show up in moments of struggling with habits. Sometimes you will want to give up and go back to old habits, especially when you are faced with difficulties or stress. At times like these, it's important to remember that these are just trials that pass. Seneca argued that Real strength lies in enduring failure, not in avoiding it. This means that weaknesses and falls are not the end. What matters is how you rise. The Stoics teach us patience and resilience. They said that any suffering can be endured if you look at it from the perspective of inner strength. When you feel like you're about to give up, try reminding yourself of your long-term plan. Remember that every difficulty is an opportunity to grow stronger. As Marcus Aurelius said, life is what happens to us and how we respond to it. Part 5. Liberation and Long-Term Transformation. How to Live Without Addiction. The journey to freedom from addictions is a long process. It's important to remember that results don't come instantly. The Stoics taught that great things take time and effort. But once you start applying the principles of Stoicism to your life, you will see change. It's not just a fight against addiction. It's a path to developing yourself as a person, to inner freedom and harmony. For Stoics, it is not the end goal that is important, but the process itself. What matters is not when you will get rid of your addictions, but how you will change along the way. Every victory over yourself is a step toward a better you. And as Epictetus said, do not strive to be a great man, strive to be a good man. Conclusion. We have come to the finale of our journey. In the end, fighting addictions is not just about quitting bad habits. It is about fighting for one's freedom and self-respect. Stoics teach us that true success lies not in achieving external goals, but in inner transformation. Therefore, every step you take, every moment you choose to be better, is already a victory. Don't be afraid of difficulties. Don't be afraid of mistakes, because every day is a chance to become better.